You think home is safe? He broke in. You meet him with a cold wrench. The chase ends, but the nightmare begins. Tonight we step inside the chilling realm of desperation and into 3 real stories that never let us rest. First, a homeowner's desperate fight for survival. Then, a brutal unsolved murder in Tokyo. And finally, the chilling disappearance of Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel. By the end, you'll understand how survival, silence, and secrets intertwine. I was in my garage that night. It was quiet, just another evening. Then I heard it. The latch slammed and someone rushed inside. For a split second, I froze. Then instinct kicked in. My eyes darted to the workbench. A wrench, cold, heavy, sitting in the toolbox. I grabbed it like my life depended on it. The intruder lunged at me. I swung. The sound, metal against bone, still echoes in my head. He staggered, but he didn't stop. I slammed the door, locked it, and my hands shook as I dialed 911. My heart was pounding so hard I could barely hear the operator. Then came the footsteps. Heavy, fast, closing in through the hallway. I thought he was coming back for me. I held that wrench tighter, every nerve in my body screaming, ready to fight to the end. But suddenly, silence. When I finally dared to look, he was gone, vanished into the night. Minutes later, red and blue lights lit up the street. The police found him not far from my house. That wrench, it saved me. It wasn't just a tool that night. It was survival. A family called the Miyazawas. They weren't as lucky as me. Someone broke into their home, and after killing them, he stayed. He ate from their freezer, drank their tea, used their bathroom, and didn't even flush. He took a nap on their sofa, and then walked out, leaving DNA, clothes, fingerprints, everything. And yet, no one ever caught him. It's been decades, and the case is still open. Sometimes I wonder, was he that confident, that arrogant, to stay in their home like it already belonged to him? And then there's Elisa Lam, Los Angeles, 2013. She stayed at the Cecil Hotel, a place already filled with dark history. The last time she was seen, an elevator camera. She looked terrified, pressed every button, peered into the hall like something was after her. Then she vanished. For days, nobody knew where she was, until hotel guests complained that the water tasted strange. A worker climbed to the roof, opened the tank, and found her inside. No signs of a struggle, no drugs, no injuries. The police said it was accidental drowning. But how did she get up there? The doors were locked, the hatch was heavy, there was no ladder inside the tank. To this day, no one knows. Some say it was her mind breaking down. Others say it was something far darker. So when I think about that night in my garage, I remember how close I came, how survival is just a thin line. I had a wrench. The Miyazawas had nothing. Elisa Lam, we may never know. 3 stories, 1 truth. Safety is an illusion, and the shadows never really leave. If you made it this far, you know what I felt that night. Would you have swung that wrench, or would you have frozen in silence? Subscribe if you want to hear more stories like this, because the darkness never sleeps, and the next story is already waiting.